You know, what goes down will come back up. I hate to say that I told you, but I did tell you so. Last week we saw one of the most violent crashes when it came to Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. We saw losses in terms of 50 to 60% in terms of the market cap. But I did say what goes down comes back up, and right now Bitcoin is on a rebound. What's up, Crypto Land? Black Crypto here, bringing you another cryptocurrency video. I talked about the market crash when it came into a past video that I did, and I don't know if you watched it, but I'm going to give you some really good advice right now, and that's hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you'll be notified anytime I release any new videos right here on my channel. And definitely, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. And also, share it with your friends. Last week we saw one of the most violent crashes when it came to Bitcoin in a very long time. We saw losses up to 50% and the price of Bitcoin dropped near to $3,800 where it was trading. And I said in terms of a video, in terms of what I think was the reason behind this violent crash. If you didn't watch the video, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can definitely check that video out. One of the reasons why I think the price of Bitcoin drop had to do with not being a crash, but a dump. Usually when you talk about a crash, you're talking about something that happens over a long period of time, not in terms of just one single day. And this is what we saw in terms of Bitcoin. When we talk about a dump, this is when an individual or a group of individuals take a large amount of that particular asset or the instrument in terms of throwing it onto the market and asking a very low price, for instance. So a lot of people rushed to Bitcoin, buying that price, and what it did is it made the market very unstable. This is one of the reasons why we see the market in terms of Bitcoin being very, very volatile. This is why it's very risky in terms of getting involved with cryptocurrency, because you have a big price fluctuation where the price is going up and the price is going down at any given moment. So these group of individuals dumped a whole large amount of Bitcoin onto the market, and this is one of the reasons why I believe that we saw this big plummet in terms of the price. In terms of the dump, this is also confirmed by Chainalysis, which is a big company that monitors the transactions of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency. According to their report, they also said that, hey, they believe that whales were responsible for dumping partially or all of their Bitcoins on the market, causing this big price manipulation. Now, I've always said what goes down must comes up, and I know this is a saying that you always hear around as well. And I always knew that, hey, if the price goes down that violently, and this is a sound technology, there's a very good chance that the price will go back up. And that's what we're seeing now a week later. The price has now risen in terms of about 25%, and the price is now trading around $6,400. And I always said that I believe that the price will go back up because Bitcoin is built off of sound technology. And this is one of the things that you have to keep in mind when it comes to the price of Bitcoin. Not only watch the price of Bitcoin, but remember that there is technology behind this Bitcoin in terms of cryptocurrency. It's not only about the price of Bitcoin, it's also about institutional investors that's involved with Bitcoin, in terms of the public that's involved with Bitcoin, in terms of also developers that's also trying to build this ecosystem and trying to deliver a robust cryptocurrency for you to use in the future. This is something that also is here to stay. It's been here around in terms of over 11 years, and I think it's going to be here well into the future. Now we're trying to see exactly what's going to happen in terms of the price of Bitcoin. Are we going to go to $7,000? Is the next resistant level in terms of $8,000 is something that we have to watch? Most definitely. Of course, we know that the price could shoot right back down, as well as go right back up in terms of higher highs than we've ever seen before. This is one of the things that you have to keep in mind whenever you're trying to invest in any type of asset, especially in terms of Bitcoin. I always tell you that Bitcoin is very volatile, so definitely watch that out. Guys, I'm not a professional advisor, so make sure you seek a proper advisor when it comes to any kind of investments that you want to make in terms of your portfolio. Not only has the price of Bitcoin went all the way up, but the market cap has went all the way up. I talked about how in terms of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, it was underneath $100 billion. Right now, the market cap for Bitcoin is over $100 billion. That means over the course of a week, we've seen $20 billion or so pumped into Bitcoin. What other asset do you know that's getting a lot of attention like this in terms of a large amount of money being placed in and out of it within a short period of time? That's why I always say to you in terms of Bitcoin, in terms of being something that you need to watch, This is something that has a lot to do with large amount of money. If it was only a couple hundreds of dollars or a couple thousands of dollars, if you're seeing all of these swings, then I can say, you know what, you need to be a little bit scared. But when you're talking about billions of dollars, a sense of confidence need to come along with that. Like any asset, when it comes to investing, there are a lot of risks. And that's one of the things that you have to pay very close attention to. Guys, of course, when the price dropped down to $3,800, that was an incredible opportunity to jump into Bitcoin if you had money. And not only if you had money, but if you had money to lose. The reason why I say if you have money to lose is because you never want to invest more money than you're willing to lose. That is a great rule of thumb when it comes to investing. Not only that, if you invested in Bitcoin when it dropped all the way down to $3,800, there was a potential for the price of Bitcoin to continually plummet. And that would have been a big risk in terms of you losing all of your money. But in terms of the upside, we can definitely say right now that we're all happy because the price of Bitcoin went all the way back up. And in terms of going back up in terms of about 25%, if you invested in terms of Bitcoin at $3,800 and right now it's up 25%, that's 25% in terms of a gain that you would have gained and made in terms of if you sold your Bitcoin right now. Of course, that means, hey, it would be great for you if you're a person that's a trader. In terms of somebody like me, I am a hodler, which means that at $3,800 I bought Bitcoin, but I'm not going to be selling Bitcoin at $7,000. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to reach $70,000 because I'm looking for the long run, right? I want that price to go all the way up so I can make the most in terms of profit. I'm not really looking in terms of these small swings that's happening with Bitcoin over the course of a week. But if you're a person that likes to day trade or a person that likes to take those particular risks, you can definitely go ahead and do that. Well, there you have it, guys. I can't say it enough. What goes down will come back up. And if you're in a position to take advantage of the market, this is a great opportunity when it comes to cryptocurrency. Of course, we always think about the volatility of cryptocurrency and we have negative associations with that. But if you're a person that's very sound and a person that's very disciplined, you can take advantage of such volatility inside of the market. Don't be afraid to get involved with it, but go ahead and put a little bit of money into it to see exactly what's going to happen if you have interest in trading. Of course, if you have interest in terms of hodling, it really doesn't matter when you jump in terms of Bitcoin because based off of the fundamentals, the price of Bitcoin should go up over the next several years and you will always be okay in terms of buying an asset and keeping it over a long extended period of time. So guys, I think that this is one of the things that we have to keep in mind when it comes to Bitcoin and when it comes to cryptocurrency. You know, don't be afraid in terms of a dip in terms of the market or the market cap. Just pay attention to the market, pay attention to what's going on in terms of the news. Try to discover the things for yourself in terms of doing the research behind a dump and then try to make those decisions for yourself. There's no doubt that the price of Bitcoin will continue to go down and continue to go up and continue to go down and continue to go up again. In terms of how much this will happen, who knows? In terms of when we'll see another violent drop, who knows? But what kind of person are you? Are you a trader where you see the price of Bitcoin plummet again and you grab up some Bitcoin and you trade it within a week because the price jumped up 10%, 15%, or 20%? Or are you a hodler that when you see the price of Bitcoin plummets again, you're going to grab up as much Bitcoin as you possibly can and hold onto it until a future date? Let me know in the comment below in terms of what kind of person are you? What do you plan on doing with your portfolio? Guys, I'm Black Crypto. Thank you for checking out the cryptocurrency video. Make sure you stop over to my Instagram and my Twitter at BLK Crypto. Make sure you follow me there, and I'll see you guys in the next video.